In this tutorial, we'll learn how to utilize the Boolean variable type. This variable allows for a true or false value to be returned and has a number of potential uses, such as showing and hiding fields on our template itself, or potentially showing and hiding variables within our form, for example. So to begin, we're going to navigate to our Variables tab within the Invent plugin and click on Add New Variable. Now, there's a few different variable types that we can choose from. In this case, we're going to go for a Boolean variable. The setup of this one is quite simple. We just need to enter a name and specify whether the default state of that Boolean is true or false. So I might say that my default state is true, and then click Save. To link to our Boolean variable so that it controls the visibility of another variable, we're going to click Edit on the variable that we want to be controlled. So in the example I've loaded up here, we only have one other variable that would be visible on the form. If I go to Edit, you'll see that right underneath where we enter the name and we have the type of variable, we also have the ability to enable a parent variable. This gives us a list of associated variables that we can link with this one as a parent variable, and we can control what happens to the current variable based on the condition of the parent variable. So for example, we can say condition to show this variable is true. So basically, when the parent variable is listed as true, then this variable we're currently entering or editing, so the addresses variable, will show. And then save. Now, another thing we might want to test with our Boolean variable is the ability to show or hide entries on the template itself. So, as an example of this, let's say that we want to hide the title field here. First thing is we need to make sure that this is enabled so that we're actually able to modify this field dynamically. And then we're going to go back to our Variables tab and set up some logic. So logic we've seen in one previous video. We'll do a very similar process here, where I'm going to add a logic statement. And then define a condition and an action. So my condition would be that if the Boolean value is not selected, then the resulting action would be that one of those fields would be hidden. So I can select the field of interest and then change the state based on this show and hide. And then just to complete that statement, we'll make an else statement, where if the Boolean value is anything but not selected, then we'll show that field. So there's two examples set up there. Let's export this template as a MEX file and import it into our MegaEdit template so that we can actually see this in action. So with this template now loaded, we can test that behavior. Now remember, there was two things that we linked to this particular Boolean variable. Both of them were showing and hiding. When this is set to true, we see both the address variable and we see the title field within the document itself. However, if I deselect that option, we can see the variable disappears along with the text frame itself.